Its massive offshore oil field Kashagan is just one of the reasons Kazakhstan has been able to eclipse its Soviet past so quickly. But in some ways, the second biggest energy producer in the former Soviet Union has caught up with Western standards a bit too quickly. Although not directly involved in the declining US housing market, Kazakh banks have been hard hit by instability in international financial markets. The government has launched a multi-billion-dollar emergency investment program to bolster growth, but claims to welcome the first challenges to Kazakhstan's integration into the global economy.
This crisis, from my point of view, is a gift for us that it happened at this particular time.
The government says it hopes the banks, which borrowed abroad, have learned a lesson from the credit crunch and will find a better way to balance risk and reward.
We should more count on our own possibilities and should pay more attention how it was started to get money from the local market.
Inflation jumped in November to the highest level in a decade, mostly related to an increase in food prices.
The increase in inflation figures, mostly in September and October, was due to individual shock effects.
The government has declared fighting inflation its primary goal for 2008 and is therefore willing to tolerate GDP growth below 10%.
5-7% growth of GDP and 5-7% inflation, this is a good target for us for next few years.
Ever since Kazakhstan cut loose from the Soviet system, the economy has embraced free markets. However, one decisive move for the Central Asian nation still lies ahead.
Oil underlies Kazakhstan's economic success. The recent turmoil in the financial market, coupled with the expected increase of hydrocarbon production from Kashagan, the share of oil in GDP is likely to grow further. The current problem in the banking and construction sectors have sharpened the determination of the Kazakh government to diversify the economy.
And if you look on oil and gas, it's a very small percentage of population who are involved in this sector. It has no direct impact on the creation of job opportunities. But agriculture is completely different.
Kazakhstan plans to diversify by going back to its farming roots in a fresh new way. By introducing a new technology and innovative techniques, the government plans to create a modern food industry.
This is a big opportunity and big challenge for Kazakhstan. With a huge land, with 46% of our population are involved in the agriculture sector, to be more involved in the food production.
The government also wants to boost infrastructure in Kazakhstan's rural areas, which currently lack roads and reliable power grids. The Prime Minister says the move will pay off quickly.
And this is not what we can do in the future. Let's say we think now in 10 years we get a result, like in big industrial projects. In agriculture you can get a result right away, 1, 2, 3 years.
Impatient to grow up fast, this young nation, with only 16 years of independence behind it, is not shying away from the growing pains of diversification. Kazakhstan's economy is bigger than that of all of its Central Asian neighbors combined, a status it intends to keep. Benjamin Rahr, Bloomberg News.